Many moons and many suns later, I'm still hacking away at this thing. Get a bigger hammer, King. All right, I'm done. This is more work that's going to happen at Screamer and Son for the rest of the summer. King, I don't get what's with all the animosity. Who say anything about animosity? Anyway, I'm trying to cut this stupid thing in half, and I didn't have a whole lot of trouble on the driver's side, but this passenger side is something else. Oh, we had a lot. Oh, that's really brainy, huh? Extension cords laying in a huge puddle of water. You know, gotta keep things lively around here, right? It's the remnants of Hurricane Beryl that came barreling through the area, dumping a lot of rain. It's headed east now, north and east, so it's paid Canada a visit, and then it will traipse across the Atlantic there and probably end up somewhere around Ireland and the UK. Kind of like a globe-trotting storm that starts like around the Horn of Africa probably about 3 weeks ago. King the meteorologist. Well, I think I need a bigger hammer. Number one. This mobility chair, like wheel lift, it's pretty handy, and it's actually it's being used to lift something much heavier than it was engineered for. A little twisty there, but Hurricane Beryl, and now it's really humid out. There's a bigger hammer right here. See that mountain over there? I'm moving for you. I'm moving for you. See that mountain over there? King the Singer. That's a girly type of hit. This is just for YouTube. I don't care. Oh, wow, a quarter. How did that end up in there? Maybe if I keep hammering it all day, I might make a buck, huh? That really stuck in there. I'll have to use the Sawzall, which is too loud for YouTube. Cut them hoses out of there. That might be giving me a little more room to work. I've been wanting to get rid of this thing for the longest time. Wow. The dash section has to be scrapped separately from the rest of the cab. Because it's got the VIN plate on there or something. So, and maybe in my free time I'll pick all this foam and crud out of here so we can market this thing as clean aluminum. Still gotta get this chair out of here. Not sure how I'm gonna accomplish that task, but once I get that dash section separated, it'll make it a little bit lighter and I'll be able to flip it around and twirl it and whatnot. Kate, you can make a trailer out of it. Yeah, probably could. Wouldn't doubt that. So, my YouTube buddies over at Mako and Poor Man's Speed Shop and Fastang. They've all been. There's this other YouTuber. I'm not going to mention the name, maybe just part of it. Something 220. I don't know, the guy was griping about the quality of tools or something. It's another channel, like, what's with all these YouTubers? Zero accomplishments. King, are you talking about yourself? I might just be. Look at me, I actually was able to separate that door using a Sawzall, because the construction of this is partially aluminum, like that part, and the pin is like some kind of either hardened steel, like super hardened steel, or possibly stainless, which I think could be stainless. And well, we realized that when we kind of burnt up a blade there a little bit. I've been getting them from used, of course, from some auto shops. And they use them kind of until they get bent or slightly damaged. And then the workers just throw them into the scrap bucket, which then I, like everything else, I try to get all the squeal out of the pig I can. See, like the teeth on this one are they're not completely smoked. So, plenty of life left in this. Here's the deal. When you're dealing with scrap metal, you're dealing with the bottom dollar, right? Like the least material could possibly be worth, and that's scrap. So how much money do you want to invest in cutting up pieces of scrap? Like, let's say these blades are probably about $4.99 each. Everything's expensive. So you're sinking $5 into, let's say, that black part of the barbecue, that aluminum right there. I don't know, guys. I'm just a cheap idiot. I don't want to spend any money. Not on scrap. I mean, between the gasoline cost and insurance cost. King, that's not going to straighten it out. No, actually, you can straighten it out in the vise. low power mode. Put it in there like that. See, I know I could tighten that up a little bit, right? Just a little bit. This vise is messed up too. It only has one. I don't know what you call that metal part right there. It's only got one side left because the other side fell out long ago. Bent right there. King, it's still bent! There's a little bend in it. How perfect do you want it to be? Well, how straight do you want the cut to be? That's good enough. See, a lot of people throw them away. Yeah, take that back out there with me. Look at that thing that I found. Heavy duty right angle drill. That, and I found this thing too. At the curbside. It works pretty good. On a long extension cord though, the power of the motor seems like it drops way off. So, unlike the cheap Chinese ones, which they just keep going and going. I don't know. A couple more blades laying on the ground here. Some dinosaurs that still actually work. But, you know, after like trying them out a little bit, I'm like, wow. The electric ones are so much better. You know, the battery powered ones. Also, I had this thing fixed yesterday. Had that put in. Had that tapped out right there. Found a leaky leak. A little weld on the bottom. For something that I found, I'm happy. Until it completely quits. Plus, there's not a lot of juice in this shop. And this one seems to be the max that you can run in here without tripping a switch. So that's what I have to work with. There's nothing I can do about the electrical power. Kind of limited. King, you got wires in the water everywhere. Yeah, it's not plugged into anything. See? Someone's hammering away out there. Building something. Yeah, most of that garbage is gone. Used to have heaps as high as that shed right there, remember? It was all the way out here. An aluminum bike. I got a snow thrower that I'm keeping because winter is coming eventually. Got a little bit of wire built up. One more TV to get rid of. Some plastic cars that I can bring to the scrapyard. Some aluminum tanks. Some steel that I'm saving for repairing that Dodge pickup truck. Oh, I forgot I had the flat steel one. That'll come in handy.